भोळे सरांना ऑर्गनायझर करा.
एक मिनिट.
Good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, let us wait for 2 more minutes and we'll start.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir. Hello, Beldar sir. Can we start now?
Yes, sir. We can start now.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Radhaso Mohite, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. I welcome to all the participants, parents, students, and faculty members joining us today for this exciting and insightful webinar on engineering of happy brain chemicals for focus in studies with happiness. This webinar is organized by Bharati Vidyapeeth, deemed to be University College of Engineering, Pune. This institution is one of the premier engineering institutions in the India, which provides modern and innovative education, innovative research opportunities, and a strong focus on all-round development of the student. The college is accredited by NAC with an A plus grade, A plus plus grade, and is known for its dynamic learning environment, development of technical skill, and professional growth of the students. Today, we will learn how to use happy brain chemical like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins to improve focus, increase motivation, and make learning more enjoyable. By understanding and balancing this chemical, you can improve concentration, reduce stress, and make studying a more enjoyable experience. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the speaker for today's session, Dr. Sachin Chavan. Dr. Sachin Chavan sir is currently working as the Vice Principal Administration and Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed to be University College of Engineering, Pune. With over 24 years of experience, he has made a remarkable contribution in the field of research and innovation. His impressive academic and research accomplishment, which includes 7 patents granted and 7 published, along with 80 plus research paper in national and international journals, out of which 45 plus indexed in Scopus. Under his expert guidance, 6 PhD students have successfully completed their research, with 8 currently pursuing their doctorates. He has delivered number of guest lectures and invited talks at various institutions and conferences. With this, I would like to request Dr. Sachin Chavan sir to begin with the session. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much and welcome. Good evening to all of you and very happy evening. I want to just start and share my presentation. So I will request organizers to please, can I share my slide?
Yes, sir, please.
Just a minute. I think that there is a problem.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Yes. Sorry, extremely sorry, all the audience. Uh, First of all, very happy evening to all of you, uh, all my dear students, parents, my friends, and my colleagues. It's a very indeed a pleasure to me to have this webinar on the topic which is very interesting, that is engineering of happy brain chemicals to focus the study with the happiness. Because as a student, as the teacher, as the uh, very uh, responsible human being, we all are studying each and every day. So to focus on each and every work or study, we require some engineering of these happy chemicals. So now see, when we talked about this particular thing, we all are here to get what? As a student, I want to study. As a student, I want to get good college. As a student, I have to get good university. As a student, I should get a good job. As a student, should get salary. As a normal human being, I have to be a very successful person in my life. I should get good health. I should be good. If you talked, I want to become a doctor. I want to become an engineer. I want to become the pilot. I want to become nurse. Many options are in front of all of us, where actually we all are working. And for this, it's a very indeed things that become a very how to go for our nurturing all these particular things. So we need that whatever we are doing throughout the life, are we happy? Are this happiness index increasing us? Are we kind? Are we not stressed? Are we doing all the things whatever our body is doing, whatever how we are doing? So for that, it's an very essential that now when the topic when we talked about, we are talking that, or we are thinking that the topic itself was was saying that there is something called an engineering. So when we come to the definition of the engineering, so here it's a very clear that engineering is nothing but a planning, designing, manufacturing, assembling some kind of inputs, that is we can call it as a raw material, and to get a best product. The best product now here you can say the rocket launcher over here, or we can say the engineering is nothing but a designing, testing, and building the machine structures, processes, which are by using various sciences. But yet here what we are doing the engineering, we are doing, or we are planning, designing, manufacturing the happy chemicals of our brains, and which is the input, and the output what we require is nothing but it's the happiness for a best life, for the best studies, for the best human being, for the best become a good doctor, to become a good engineer, to become a good pilot. So whatever we require, it is coming from this particular kind of the happiness. So that's a very important part in this. God has engineered everything for us. God has engineered this beautiful nature for us, and God has given this all the engineering stuffs to all, which we have to enjoy now. This engineering done by the God. These are all the human-made engineering masterpieces. You can see the Taj Mahal, you can see the Tokyo Tower, you can see the Burj Khalifa. All these are engineered by the some people, where there is input and the output what we are seeing. So we require some good input, but we have to engineer it, we have to design it, we have to plan it, and we can get this. If you see any cars now, everyone is fond of getting good cars now, EVs, everything. Now you can see the London Bridge. So this is what the engineering is required, and for what? That is happiness. And what is that happiness? Happiness is nothing but a feeling of a joy, feeling of contentment, feeling of pleasure. So with which I can study more, I can focus more without any tension, without any stress. Or how we can define the happiness? Happiness nothing but it's a harmony in myself, harmony self. You should have the harmony with you. You should love yourself. Harmony in the family, harmony in the society. Now harmony, now we are a student, we have to be harmony in study, and to get some out of that, we should love the nature, we should be harmony with the nature. And last and very important part is a harmony in relationship. We all are forgetting that unless until we have good friends, we have good relatives, we have good people around us. And if we try to maintain that, 100% you'll get a good aura. And that aura or the cosmic energy which will help you 100%, the happiness index of yours should be a very good, which will keep you very fit and fine for your studies, whatever the activities you're doing throughout your life. So how we are doing it? There is a debate on the happiness, that is it due to some genetic which is coming from our parents, that those were happy, so your parents should be happy, your child should be happy. Is it an educational system which is giving the happiness? Is it a personality of that particular person which is giving happiness? Or is it kind of a the married life or married status? Or is it a financial situation? If I'm having good amount of money, I'm very happy. I'm having good number of friends, I'm happy. Or amount of time spent with the various activities, I'm happy. Or it is a stress, or it is a health, ill health. So talking about all these things, how the happiness is coming, how happiness is going, how happiness is emerged. So for that, we have to understand the how happiness is been getting, or how the happiness plays a role. Now, if you consider the happiness index of 2024, we can see very sad some story of our nation, that India. You can see this survey which is done by, or there is a news on in the very prominent newspaper, The Hindu. In that also you can see that we are remaining the least happiest nation in the World Happiness Report of 2024. We are in amongst 143, we are 126. And there are the various parameters on which we are being taken the considerations, right from the education, politics, your government, your generosity, your social support, your GDP, the corruption, the justice, injustice. There are various parameters, but one of the very important parameter is a healthy life expectation of the people. So when we say that healthy life expectation of the people, what is today's my focus of the point, that if we are healthy, if we try to engineer ourselves, our chemicals, or the brain chemicals, 100% this index will be exponentially from 126. I'll definitely say that it can come to the 26 also. But for that, we all, including me, has to think that how this can be happen and how is it possible, or you people, how you can focus on your studies and be a very happy person. You can see that these are just reports, and I have mentioned some sources also. The stress and depression, the mental health of the people. One in every eight people is under mental disorder. In that, three of one woman, one of five men are experiencing the major depression of the lives. So see, very worrisome condition of our nation is that, our world, that every one person among eight is under depression, is under stress. So what type of stress we are taking? What type of work we are doing? What type of study we are doing? If you are studying and you are stressed, will you able to give your examinations? Will you able to get good marks? So it's a very problematic. So you have to see that how I can relieve that stress, how I can come out of the depression, and I can study well, I can be good human being, I can work very happily in whatever the environment were at the very workplaces. Dementia and Alzheimer, which is very upcoming, or we are seeing that 55 million people are worldwide is having a dementia of the Alzheimer's. Every year there is a nearly 10 million new cases are coming, and now this exponentially this growth is there. Now you can see the Parkinson, which is the second most common neurodegenerative disease, that is after the Alzheimer. Now we can see that every now it will be increasing. Now we were having only 1.6 billion people. Now it can go to the 10 billion people in 2030. The percentage rise is exponentially high. And who is responsible? We and our lifestyle. Whatever we are thinking, whatever we are planning, how your behavior is there, all the things are responsible for getting all this particular ill healthness to the people. Please keep in mind, if you are studying for 12 hours, you are studying for 14 hours, you are studying for uh, 20 hours for your examination preparation, but if you're not feeling well, if you're stressed, if you are having depression, if you are having anxiety, nothing will work. Please remember, my students, this type of studies, this type of focus is not required. So you should understand our chemicals in the brain. We should understand our brain, and we need to engineer them. And how we can engineer them? It's a very good thing, or 7 principles. So the secret of success are been given by our late President APJ Abdul Kalam sir, who is a very excellent scientist who has innovated various things. The 7 secrets here are saying that you are now, everyone is sitting in the room and listening this particular webinar, or we are enjoying the, or we are exchanging the happiness mantra. So here he's saying that, see the roof. If you say, the roof says aim high, means when we are looking up, it's saying that your aim should be very high. When we say the fan, we said that yes, your aim should be very good, but be cool. Take it very easy. It's not every time that you should have a stress, you should have the depression and then do it. When what a window says, see the world, what the world is doing, what you're doing. Okay, see, when you see the clock, he said that every minute is precious, please utilize it, but in very positive way. It's very important, very positive way. The calendar said be update, whatever is there. Yes, now AI is coming, EVs are coming, it's my passion. I should know about AI, I should know about the EVs, I should know the upcomings, what are there, I should know the budget. Yes, it's required. Then your mirror says reflect before and act. So you, when you see yourself in the front, you should reflect, and you should say that yes, I am ready to take the whatever the challenges are there. And door says push hard, that you can achieve the goal. This is what the 7 secrets are being given by our late president, that is Abdul Kalam Sahib. And here everyone should know or may heard about this book, that is Ikigai. And here also he has given 7 thoughts. The people in the Japanese, why they are happy, why they are healthy, or I'm talking what healthy, the healthy lifestyle, the healthy age. The healthy age of Japanese is more than 85 years. Where our healthy age of India is not more than 65. That's what I'm talking. The age in which there is no any illness is there in the people. And how they are achieved it? They have achieved by using some of these thoughts. 7 thoughts are there. They're saying that stress, relieve the stresses. Don't get stresses. We people, we all, including me, we don't know how much stress we are taking. One of the scientific study or report has been given that's saying that we knowingly, unknowingly take a huge stress every day, and that stress create the immunity cells, immunity booster cells, that is a fighter cells. What these fighter cells do? Fighter cells are generated, or immunity boosters are generated when there is some infection in your body. When there is a viral attack, where there is a bacterial attack, that time these particular fighter cells are being generated. But here you can see that these fighter cells are activated when you are having stress. Means what you're doing, whatever the fighter cells are generated, their work is that they will come and kill you. Some good thing. So some good things are what? Are good cells. So what these fighter cells do? They kill our good cells. Means what we are doing? We are killing ourselves. The stress is killing ourselves. Please keep in mind. So don't take stress. Relieve your stresses. Talk with people. Try to appreciate yourself. Have good friends. Many things are there what we can relieve the stress. But please, now we can see what I'll share some of the things how we can relieve the stresses. Accept problems and challenges with smile. Yes, every day we have some problems. Some challenges will be there. Now some teacher will say that no, you have to refer this book, you have to do this study. Your parents will be saying that why you're not studying, how many times you are moving here. But yes, challenges will be there everywhere. The challenges, take it very positively, smile, and go ahead with that. That's they're saying that if you take it with a smile, no challenge will be a challenge. It will be a very happy and moments for you to accept the new thing and go ahead. Every time we think that I'm a perfect person, I, Sachin Sawan, is a very perfect person as this role in this for this particular lecture. No, don't think that everything can be perfect. Everything can have the very steady flow. Everything will go very good. If I studied, I should get this much mark. If I do exercise, this should happen. If I go for some kind of activities, this should happen. Yes, everything is not perfect in this world. Accept it. Go ahead. Have the good friends. Very important nowadays. Friends should be a good friends. I'm telling good friends. In Japanese, they are having a joint families, and in initial stages, they ask them to work together so that they become a good friends, and this friendship ends till the in 90s or 85 age or 100 age. If you are having good friends, you can drain your all the stresses. So make a very good friends, not a professional friends. I'm talking very good friends is a friend where you can share each and everything. There should be no any competition in your friendship. There should no any hitch or there should be no any gossiping in your friendship. It should be a real and very transparent friendship. One of the things they're talking about that we people as an Indian eat very full stomach. They are eating in the bowls, and due to that they are healthy. One very important part, they're saying that we celebrate the birthday by we cut the cakes and give the parties and everything, but they celebrate the birthday with one increased level in the fitness. So if my sugar level is higher level, is it lower will be the celebration of next. If my BP is 155, has it come to 140? If my fitness or index is not good, has it been increased? And try see that is what they are celebrating the birthday. Learn new things. Yes, we should be learners at age 50, it is age 40 or any age is there. You should be a new learner, and ultimately will increases. And to do all this is a very important part. Brain. If our brain is good, active, now we can see that when 30 million neurons are there in our body, we have to activate them. We have to give the energy to them. And if this energy, these neurotransmitters transmit or whatever the activities we are doing day to day, right? Thinking, planning, motivating, your weakness, emotions, your memories, your sensories, your personality, your social behavior, your physical movement, your vision, everything is been controlled by all these neurotransmitters. And those neurotransmitters, few of them, which we are going to discuss, that is the 4 neurotransmitters, that is the your happy chemicals. So these are the major parts of our brain. That is thalamus, who is being responsible for a sensory relay. Cerebrum is responsible for your sensory processing, your planning, your organizing, your learning. Your brainstem is been responsible for breathing, circulation, digestion. The cerebrum is responsible for your physical movements, your vision. So all this stuff of this brain, we have to engineer. So that's why I called my topic was engineering of the brain chemicals. Now, engineering of this brain is been needed, and the 4 major our chemicals or happy chemicals, which gives you the happiness for all the activities throughout life. Those are which? Those are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. So that is called as a dose of life. This is a dose which we have to take every day, every moment of our life. Every second we have to take this dose, because if this dose is reduced, I'll show you what happens to us. So dopamine is pleasure giving, oxytocin is our called as a love hormone, or it is a love chemical, serotonin is a happy chemical, and endorphin is a natural painkiller for us. So now when we talked about the dopamine, we'll see very fastly all these chemicals. So this is how this dopamine goes from one place to other place. If there is a problem, if the neurotransmitter, if less dopamine is there, or if dopamine doesn't generate, this whatever the receptors are there, whatever the basal ganglia, if there is a problem, your dopamine level will be down. And why this how this dopamine is generated, why it reduces, what will happen to if this dopamine is not generated, that we are going to do. Dopamine is released as a reward in your body whenever you get a pleasure. Now the question will be that, sir, मुझे pleasure कब मिलता है? How, when I get a pleasure? You may get a pleasure, and there are n number of activities in your life. You can like, get a pleasure when you eat vada pav, or you eat one McD, any or KFC, any food, or you can someone is very very fond of climbing the mountains, or you just wake up, you're planned and you're done it, or when you score good, that reward gives you a pleasure. The pleasure can be any kind. Okay, if I want to drink I'm happy with one cup of tea or cup of coffee, that can be my pleasure. Any stuff, small stuffs, can give you the pleasure. Now you have to think that this pleasure can be of two types, or it can be two types. That is a unhealthy way and healthy way of getting a dopamine. Because see that I've told you that if you're having a good dopamine, then there will be the good generation of a dopamine. And if you are having unhealthy dopamine, dopamine will be generated, but it is unhealthy. How it is unhealthy? So nowadays we are very fond of, everyone, including me, is having 24/7 a mobile with me. Unless until I see the Facebook, I go see the Instagram, I see how many posts are there, I get pleasure in that. How many people are following, how many people has seen my post, I get a pleasure in that. If I doesn't see that, my dopamine not generated. If I this gamings or going addiction with your alcohols and seeing all the bad stuffs, that becomes a habit, and we get a very kind of dopamine. But if doesn't, what will happen? That dopamine generation will stop, and you'll get the various illness to you. So these are very unhealthy. So try to avoid this. Don't get habitual of this, because this is not a correct way of getting the pleasure for you. Then can be excess shopping nowadays. We go for buying one, we bring a full of bags in hand, and this is a kind of a dopamine, because we feel that this is a pleasure, but it becomes a habit, and this is a very unhealthy way of getting the dopamine. Don't do that. Addiction of tea, addiction of the coffee. Then every time the people think that a person like me is giving the lecture, I think that everyone talk very positive against that. Haan, sir ka lecture bahut acha ho gaya, and he has given very good thing. Means you accept the appreciation, and yes, we are a human, we are not a god. But now see that it should be not a habit. After this lecture, if anyone doesn't message me that sir aapka lecture nahi acha hua hai, yeah, sorry, the lecture was excellent, I'm not expecting anything, because I've learned all these things, and it is natural that I have whatever I information I having, knowledge I'm having, I have to share it, so that I want my society, I want my friends, I want all my students that they should not face the problems due to all this chemical locha in our brain. So to overcome this chemical locha, what we have to do? So we have to stop the unhealthy practices to get appreciated every time. Gossiping is one of the unhealthy habits. And what happens when these unhealthy ways are there, and when you are having a low dopamine, your sleep deprivation is there, your obesity, you get under the drug abusement, your stress level increases, there are the back pains, there is difficulty in solving, constipation, then low mood, hyperactivities, then anxiety, agitation, you're feeling very unpleasure, feeling of very unpleasure. So when that's high, dopamine is also not good. Now see, that is we have to balance it. When there is high dopamine is also, you feel very pleasure, but it can be a problematic. So you have to balance all these things. And for balancing this, or this less dopamine, as I told you, that one of the biggest problem the India is facing, the nation is facing, that I can call this as a second cancer for this. Many people are age. Now you can see that it was seen that Parkinson was after 70s or 75s. But shockingly, when I started working on this particular topic, I've seen the patient of 24 age who is having Parkinson. Now here the statistics is saying that now 4% of people with the Parkinson are diagnosed before the age of 50. And I witnessed the persons also 24. So why this is there? Because we have not engineered our chemicals. We don't know how to use these chemicals for our well-being. So to balance this, we have to balance. To balance this, how we can do? We have to practice some good healthy ways to increase this dopamine. So what are those? Do some exercise, you can walk, you can go for the gym, you can do dancing, anything what you feel, you can go. That is no problem. Go do the meditation, go for the deep breathing, go for any yoga, whatever you feel better. So any breathing exercise you can do. Take sunlight, have good diet, then cut down sugar, have the good intake of magnesium, that almonds, sponge, have the dark chocolates, then eggs, bananas, fish, because these are the few of the things which are required for the increasing the dopamine level in the body. Try to appreciate the people. It's very important. Lifestyle change should be there. So now lifestyle change, as I told you, that there is a healthy and unhealthy way. Dopamine can be generated, but if you try to make it habitual, that if I doesn't see my Instagram post, or if I doesn't open my Instagram and I doesn't open my Facebook, and I have not good comments on that, or I have not good followers, don't expect anything now in the life. Don't go get it habitual. Now many people here also are good study. They may having good studies. They may done very good hard efforts to get good marks, but some other time or some other means you could not score. And every time we have that, after doing this activity, after this much period of time of my studies, I can score this. Every time it is not possible. Don't get habitual. Sometime you may take less time, sometime it will take more time. It's okay. Accept it. Your acceptance level area has to increase. You are helping someone, we get some appreciation, and we cultivate the habit of getting appreciation. Someday will come that no one will appreciate it. Then what? You'll stop your dopamine. Sometime will be there, you will not get a cup of tea. Will you stop your dopamine? Will you go under stress? Will you go for the Parkinson? Will you go in the Alzheimer's stage? Will you go in the depression stage? No. So prepare your mind, prepare your brain, train, engineer your chemical dopamine, that yes, I will be not going anything in a habitual way. If it is there, yes, my dopamine will generate. If it is not there, still my dopamine will generate. So don't stuck, don't make yourself force that this will happen after this only. Many people do all this healthy activity, but still they are having a stress. One of the very important part in our life has been added a digital watch. We fix a time that we should walk 10,000 steps. And after I walk, or after I do cycling, or after I do something, this number of the fat level or my all the level has to be reduced. So that person, he walks for 9,000 steps, but he will stress because I have not completed my target, that is a 10,000. So that's very important, but they're saying that set goal. So don't set the goals very high. And if you set the goals, set it very low, which is achievable on that day. I want to complete this topic. See your capabilities, see the environment, see everything, and plan accordingly. It is not mandatory that you have to do this, you have to do that. Take a small steps. And if you try to think that 10,000 steps I should complete, and if it doesn't, 9,000 are complete, still we are in stress. Due to that, my cortisol level increase, my immunity booster cells will be activated, fighter cells activated, I will kill myself. What you are doing? You are doing exercise, but you are under stress. So try see that, set your goals, have a positive self-talk with you people, then have the cold shower, have a healthy sleep, very important for all of us. Go for the various, you can hear any music. This is just an example I've given, that you can hear any mantras, whatever your religious, you can hear anything, what you feel happy, go for that. Use these are some of the things what we have just seen, that Ayurveda can be a very good solution for this particular thing. You can try this, doing the exercise, meditation, and this is one of the very likely medication, that is Syndopa, which is used for the treating the patient. Why I mentioned over here, very important. This is only the medicine which is used for the degenerative for the Parkinson, and this is kind of a drug. Uh, what we call it is a kind of this addiction drug, what we call, and if we don't take, then there is a problem. And due to this only we can have the maintain it. We can't reduce it. But my mission, my talk, my this session is to educate you people. So don't stuck in this Parkinson. Don't stuck with the deficiency in the dopamine. Try to see that this healthy dopamine is generated in each and every way. These are the medications, and these are the all the limitations of getting the levodopa. Means you are getting the medicine, but these are the various problems what we are facing. So I don't want you people to stuck in all these things. So use good thing. Serotonin, when we are talking, it's the once again the mood or sleep appetite. This is a pathway how the serotonin moves, and it is one of the very prominent chemical for a brain, where the happiness index of the every people is very high when your serotonin level is been maintained. So what the serotonin level is, when it is good, your mood is good, you improved your sleep, your appetite has been good, you decrease your anxieties. These are all the when your serotonin is good. But when the level decreases, there is a sleep disturbance. Means you can't sleep, you are under depression, your anxiety, your increased appetite, your gastricers, your migraines, every all means your illness is starting when there is a low level of the serotonin. So to boost the serotonin, these are the few of the things what you have to do. You have to take the sunlight, you have to move your body, you have to change your thoughts. The thoughts of being very orthodox that कि मुझे ऐसे ही करना है, यही करना था, नहीं. आज से हमें we have to give your time for yourself. You have to change. You have to have the stress management of this thing. These are the various things, proteins which are been required for the good serotonin. These are the seeds and the nuts which are required for a good serotonin. These are the good soya products, that is your soya milk, your tofu, which is required for the good serotonin. This is an exercise, as I told you, that for all these happy chemicals or whatever you do, these things are necessary. You give 5 minutes, you give 10 minutes, you give 1 hour, but it's necessary for each and every person to get oxygenated, to get energy for us. Then change your thought. Sometimes you're stressed, sometimes you're depressed. Go and see your old vacation photos, make a gratitude list, because we are such more stressed कि study करना है, ये मुझे ये करना है, मुझे ये भी achieve करना है, मुझे वो भी achieve करना है. Yes, do that. But see that, are you happy? Are you happy? Is my happiness index good? Please stuck, wait for time, take a breath, and answer your question. So for that, you can use the inspirational literature, watch, reach to our good friends, have a talk. Many things are there what you can do. There are the theories which are there, meditation, exercise. These are the medicines. And now the third part is endorphin. This is a painkiller, self painkiller. If you are having a headache, if you are having any pain in your muscles or any bone, anything, this is a chemical which should be generated in your body, and this heals you. See, if you are having headache, you have the solution for that. That if this is good, no headache will be there, no pains will be there. So it reduces the pain, your mood change, stress is reduced, you enhance the immunity system and the appetite control. So for this, what happens actually? Your endorphin level is good, then 100% there is pain relief, there is a improved your mood, your stress is reduced, your good appetite suppression is there. But if it is decreased, once again it becomes very painful, it becomes a very discomfort to us. Our mood changes, we are very sad, we get very anxious, we feel very irritating, and we are very high stress, and we increase our appetite. So balancing is very important part, and we have to see that, because we ourselves have to be engineered to this, engineer these chemicals to our happiness, because unless we are happy, nothing in this world will be done. If you are unhappy, if you are unhealthy, what you can do? How can you study? How can you crack the examinations? How can you get a job? How can you do the business? How can you earn the money? How can you do all the activities? How can you complete your dreams? How can you complete a passion? So you have to do these things. Unless until you do this, nothing is been possible in the world. So please keep in mind. So balancing endorphin level, yes, we have to do all these activities, strengthening the trains, dehydration, go, that should be laughter, the theory is there, meditation is there, set goals, achieve them. As I told that, set the goal, yes, we have to set the goal. Unless until we have plan, unless until we have target, we can't do. But as I told that, don't make a target list very big. Two small target which are achievable, which you can do, because one target will give you one good dopamine, one target will give good serotonin, one target will give you the good endorphin, which is very important for all of us. Adequate sleep, the manage your stress management. Every time, everywhere, this stress will come into the picture if these chemicals are increase the level. Healthy diet should be there. And last and very important is oxytocin, which is a called as a love hormone. It involves in social bonding, emotional touch, very attachment with the people, because we are, unless we are attached, unless we are emotionally attached with the people, we can't exchange our thoughts, we can't exchange our gestures, we can't exchange our feelings. So for that, we have to engage ourselves in the social bonding things. Then our marital relationship should be good. We should have the reduced stress, as oxygen is reducing the property. Stress release. See, please see that all the chemicals. One is a very important stress. One is very important thing, that depression. One is very important, that is anxiety. All where when there is a good and bad, this is a problem. So you should be very positive. Social interaction should be there. Unless until you talk with the people, unless until you interact with the people, your oxytocin is being generated. You are reducing your stresses. You're talking with the people. You're doing, then all the body related parts are being reduced. So that is thing. Now, if it is not there, all these things will be happening to you. So same thing is there. Social bonding is reduced. Your relationship is not good. You're increasing your stress. There is social interaction reduced. Means your difficulty, stress, and emotional connections are good. You're prolonged and stalled with the various high labor pains and everything. So all these things happen. So for this, spend time with pets, have the physical touch, engage with the positive, meaningful social interaction with the people. So this is a problem what we have to balance now, this oxytocin. So good nutrition, good physical activity, good happiness activity. As I told that, activate in the some good kindness work, some social work, increase your friend circle, increase the, as I told you that key, it is a harmony in a relationship. जितना तुम्हारा रिलेशनशिप क्वांटम ज्यादा है, उतने तुम्हें हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स तुम्हारा ज्यादा रहेगा, उतना पॉजिटिव और आपके साथ ज्यादा रहेगा, उतनी तुम्हारी कॉस्मिक एनर्जी तुम्हें ज्यादा आने वाली है. नाउ यू मे बी वरीड, दिस कॉस्मिक एनर्जी से we are in future will have the neutrino energy. What is that neutrino energy? This energy will be collected in some collectors, and that collectors are working on some of the research is going in this way, that neutrino energy, where the graphene nanoplates fibers are being used to generate the electricity. Now see where this cosmic energy is there. It is now here where I'm giving the lecture, ample of cosmic energy there. Where you are there is cosmic energy. The cosmic energy is abundant. We don't require the flat panels. I don't require the sunlight. I don't require the wind. I don't require the force of water for all this energy generation. I require the good cosmic energy. Means see that whatever the bonding you are doing, whatever the connections you are doing, whatever the people you are connecting, you are increasing your happiness index. You are increasing the good cosmic energy, your aura, positive aura, which will heal you with the very happy movements. And if those are not there, you are welcoming all the bad things. So it is your choice. Very important. Every people thinks that I should A to Z good. Now here they have done a very tricky thing, that I will work hard. I have good knowledge. I am the love is there. I believe on the luck. I believe on the love. I believe on the money. I believe my good leadership. But any of this addition doesn't give you 100%. Only one addition, that is attitude, is giving you 100%. So it's my humble request to all of you that your attitude towards your life, towards your study, towards your work makes you a life 100% successful. So you have to change your attitude. Don't fix it to the rigid things. Yes, we have to change, and you have to make your positive attitude, and that will there. And very important part, as I told you, that try to love yourself. हम भूल गए. We have forgotten that if my eyes is not working, when anyone help me, 100 times I say thank you, thank you, thank you to him. But have you thanked your eyes? Because they have helping you to see the world since your birth till date. Your hands, have you thanked them? You have done very good work. Have you thanks your brain? Have you thanks your heart? Have you thanked your lungs? Have you thanks your stomach? Have you thanks your legs? Every part, right from ear to toes, every part is giving you some energy every day. And if you try to gratitude your body, your neurons, your cells get activated, and it is scientifically proved. Give the gratitude to your someone, you will get a good gratitude. So try to gratitude your body. It's my humble request to all of you that please give the gratitude for 2 minutes to your body. Say thank you my eyes, thank you nose, thank you ears, thank you my hands, thank you brain, thank you heart, thank you lungs, thank you stomach, thank you legs. Say thank you once a week, once a day, twice a day. You'll feel a very positive aura. Your cells get very activated, they get very oxygenated, and you become very happy. Please practice this, because if you see this slide, all components, some or other parameters, due to the anxiety, due to the stress, they are having the pains in that. So you want to relieve the pains, try to appreciate them, and please love yourself, love your body, and take, because see that nothing is permanent on this earth. Everywhere we have to change. Change is a very permanent in the life. That's it. So let's go the old beliefs. Self. Choose what you want. Very important part. Don't. If there are parents who are joined, please. It's my request that let the students do what they want. Choose who you are. Very important part. Try to put inside you. What is my best quality? I'm a good doctor. I can be a good engineer. I can be a good artist. I can be a good player. I can be a good batsman, or I can be a good bowler. I can be a good footballer. So choose who you are and choose where you want to go. What is your define करना चाहिए. But as I told that, don't define that हाँ यही चाहिए, यही होगा. Yes, there can be some changes, but it will be 100% helpful to you. And so that be loyal, and then the sickness with you and vibes with you and be loyal to you. So all these things, the help, joy, hope, rest, wonders, that will 100% with you with a very positive way. And that's as I told you, that your mental health, your self-acceptance, your self-care, you cultivate the healthy community in the boundaries where the relationship grows. Because I told every time I'm talking that key harmony relationship. You have to talk with you. You try to appreciate. Every person, you, all working women at home, or the working your entire community who is working, who is doing some or other way, everyone is doing something good in your life. But have we appreciated ourselves? Have we said that yes, Sachin, you have done a good work? No. Practice it nowadays. It will boost your all the morale. You will reduce your stresses. Because unless until we try to appreciate ourselves, if you are not loving ourselves, nothing is possible. Because if you are there, everything is there. If you are not there, no one is there. If I was not there on this lecture could not happen. If I was not happy, if I am not getting that energy, I couldn't deliver. I could not get this particular data for all of us. So we have to understand that self-love is a very important love for us. So for that, everything will work out. Don't worry about it. You are a very important person on earth. Very important. Please think that you, if you are there, then everything. You are a worthy person. You are very attractive. You are yourself. You are identical person in the world. No person in the world is like you. You are the best. And you are very strong. You can do it. You can push anything, and you remember. It's very important. Self-care. So, and also every time we are human beings. We are not God. Please understand that. So say no when it is not possible. Ask help when it is been required. Forgive yourself when you are done any mistake. Set a boundaries. Put yourself first. spend time alone, go recharge with the guilty, tell that let's go to all the toxic people which are not good for us, leave them and go ahead. Then you value for your energy and cut down the spend the time. So don't think that. Don't compare. I will be fail. I'll do this. I'm not smarter than. I'm not good enough. Yes, you are, and you can do. And if you are having some anxiety, practice this. So to keep your brain healthy, to keep you activated, please enjoy your good hobbies. Meditate for a peace. Have a good sleep. Practice waiting the rewards. Spend time with your friends and families to manage your stress. As I told you that if you are having a stress, if you are having depression, if you are having anxiety, and all these needs a engineering. So don't try to compare everyone. Try to control and be happy. Don't expect much more every day. So try and do all these activities. So it's a end of the part that let it go. Yes, we are happy. Ignore them who are the problem, to ignore them and go ahead, because to stuck with them, to fight with them, it's not a give it time. Then don't compare anyone. Stay calm, and it's on you that how I should manage my health. And please smile is the best weapon of your happiness. So on this, I wish that please try to engineer yourself, engineer your brains, engineer your brain chemicals to become a very successful person in your life. Thank you very much for bearing me for such a long time. Sorry, I've taken a little bit more time, but this topic is what we can talk. It can talk for the days together, but I've tried to scrub all these things in a very short time. But I think I have taken much more time. Thank you very much. If there are any questions regarding anything, I would be most welcome to answer yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. One of the parents is asking a question that how can we balance studies and relaxation to keep our brain chemicals in check?
Yes, as I told you that this all the chemicals are the happy chemicals. And to balance your study and this part, what you have to do, you have to practice the good activities which give you the pleasure. As I told you that he every time study. If he get some time for his particular activities or hobbies which are like, give him small time in that, he will get that pleasure and he will work once again. Give him small break, he will get that pleasure. And yes, and all the student, it is my humble request, you now plan your studies for the pleasure. You say that this topic I will do and I can get a pleasure. If you have your plannings, no one will be unhappy or unsatisfied. If you have the plan with you and you try that, and as I told you that make a plans very small, keep it very small. Don't say that in one day I will complete all this. It is not possible. It's okay, but you have to plan it and you have to balance the things. Balancing is a very important part. And let the students what they want, give some time for that also activity. It's very important because they have to get a pleasure, because that pleasure will boost his the next hour of the study. And unless this is boosted, if it doesn't get a pleasure, if it doesn't get the happiness, if it doesn't get the love hormones for the emotional attachment with that particular study, he can't do that. Or he want to get the relieving the pains of whatever the body he is sitting for hours together. To relieve that pains also, he requires some kind of the activity which he or she likes it. So give that time. Also students, you plan yourself that I will practice some activity which will give me happiness, which is also clubbing with my studies. That is only the answer what I can give you. I think I have answered it.
Yes, sir. One more question is there.
Yes.
What are some simple daily habits that can improve concentration and make learning more enjoyable?
Yes. As I told you that make good exercise, your meditation, your walking, any kind of activity you plan and you do it. It is not mandatory that meditation आपको आधा घंटा करना है. If you want to walk, I should walk for 5 kilometers. If I want to go for the gym, I should do the gym for 1 hour. See that what things you feel that this has satisfied my needs, that is the happiness. That is the stress relieving activities what you're doing. Because what we are doing, every person, we train our brains to act accordingly. Due to that, all these things are happening. If your expectation, you give your brain that yes, I will walk only 1 kilometer and I'm happy. Your depression, your tension, your relieving your stress is a good habit, no problem at all. You have to decide कि मुझे I have to walk for one hour, and you can walk it, go. There is no any hurdle. It is a good exercise. It is a very good habit for you that you are walking for one hour. It is not to demotivate anyone that who is walking for an hour and then is stop that in 10 minutes also is good. It is dependent on what you feel, what you have done. Okay. Yes, sir. I think I have answered that.
Yes. Yes, sir. Sir, thank you so much for this great session. If anyone again asks any question to sir, they can unmute themselves and ask the question to the sir.
Yes, if you are not having questions, I have shared on the screen my mobile number, my email is there. I would be very happy to answer your questions whenever it is there. Or if you want any kind of help from my side regarding all these things, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me, or you can email me. You are most welcome for all these things, because my mission is that everyone should be happy. No one should go in the depression. No one should go in the stress. No one should be the Parkinson patient. No one should be the Alzheimer patient. No one should be the having a huge dementia in any kind of the our neurotransmitter or any sensory organ. That is only my motto of working on this particular topic, and this I want to spread. It is my humble request to all of you that whatever you have grabbed through this particular, share it with your relatives, share with your friends. Tell that nothing is permanent on this earth. Try to accept whatever is there and be happy. If it is positive, if it is negative, accept it and go ahead. Because if you stuck, if you go using that particular time, there is no one will stop you to do this. You only have to take call. You have to be happy. Try to love yourself. Try to appreciate yourself and be happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sachin sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, I got one question.
Yes,
Last
sir.
question. Sir, what is your opinion about NEP implementation and your topic? Because now in NEP 2000, there are many subjects which students can opt as a hobby. So that can give their positive impact on their, can say, thinking, so that they will enjoy the learning.
Yes, sir. A very
Your
good
opinion
question, and very on this NEP nowadays. Good discussions are there. NEP, as you have mentioned, that yes, now government is thinking that what is his particularly a hobby or what he's good in, he should go over there. So for by example, he has came for the engineering and he want to do something good in the medical, so he should have the option that he can do some biomedical or some bioengineering kind of stuff, and he should get that opportunity so that he get a good pleasure, he get a good dopamine, he get good serotonin, he get good endorphin, oxytocin, and he will be happy in enjoying this particular thing. So that is a very good platform which the government has created with this new education policy. And I think, sir, we will be 100% benefit through this NEP implementation at every stage of our education system. And students will be happy with some of the, there are some kind of limitations, but if the entire government and the education sector sits, I think that that also can be overcome, and we can have the good application of the NEP, and which will boost all this happiness index of each and every student, your faculty, your parents, and everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Your session is extremely informative. Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful session.
Yes, this is a dopamine for me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you so
over
much.
to- Yes, you can continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, last but not least, I would like to thank you, sir, for sharing this session and sharing your knowledge and expertise with us today. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Rajesh Prasad, sir, for his continuous encouragement and support in organizing such impactful events. A big thank you to all head of the department, faculty members, and the parents for their contributions, and all the participants for joining us today. With that, I conclude today's webinar. Thank you. Thank you to all. Have a great time. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.